Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today, covering Toonami's ratings from this past Saturday, May 14th, 2022. Let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have yet to get a number for the Primal rerun, and after that, we had Assassination Classroom at a .10, Lupin the Third Part 6 at a .09, One Piece at a .09, followed by a .08, Naruto Shippuden at a .07, Shenmue at a .05, and Attack on Titan at a .05. Although we don't have the complete picture because we don't have that Primal number out, I can almost safely say this was actually a surprisingly good week for Toonami. Now, I don't think that we're going to have a situation where Primal absolutely tanked and then Assassination Classroom picked up all that steam. I think when we get Primal's number, it will probably be between a .10 and like a .13. I'm leaning towards a .12 personally, which is exactly what I said is that benchmark for a good night in Toonami. And considering that this is as piecemeal a lineup Toonami's had since probably back in like 2020 when we had to have like I think the same lineup had Paranoia Agent, Ballmaster Season 2, and Jimaseto Death Beats on it since back then. And definitely probably more piecemeal than late last year when we clearly ran out of money and we're just throwing stuff at the wall, stretching it out with Blade Runner marathons and seeing what stuck. So again, and that's just a real good, promising sign for Toonami. Like, what if Primal just throwing Primal reruns to the block actually works, which it looks like it just might here. Although 1 week is a very small sample size, and again, we don't even have the actual number out yet for Primal. I think like I said, we can infer somewhere between like a .10 and a .13. I don't think it's going to vary out of that range. And any of those numbers exceeds my expectations. I was expecting like a .08 or .07 actually for this debut of Primal on Toonami. So again, very promising. And you have Assassination Classroom at a decent .10 number considering we've had weeks in the past where it didn't even get there. But Assassination Classroom is helped by the fact that we are hitting the home stretch of the show. I think we have like 3 or 4 episodes left in the show. And the question's gonna be raised on what replaces that. I think right now, if we even get a replacement, which is a big question considering all the cuts that the formerly Warner Media properties have had after it got the merger with Scripps Discovery to make Warner Brothers Discovery. If we get a new one, I think the most popular pick or the one people expect to see is probably Yashahime season 2, which it's Sunrise, reasonably new. And we had season 1 on the block, and we, of course, definitely had Inuyasha be a staple of Adult Swim action back in the day. So it would be a very logical show to be on the block. So, again, if the next announcement a couple weeks from now is Yashahime season 2 goes to the block, I'm not going to really be surprised. And another show, far, far out because it just got announced, is that Fire Force will be having a season 3. And again, the first 2 seasons were on Toonami, so people are going to look towards it to be season 3 to also be on Toonami. I would use caution in that analysis there because again, we've had a recent history of second seasons of shows just not being on the block, or further seasons of shows that appeared on the block not being on the block, most notably Demon Slayer Season 2, not on Toonami, JoJo Stone Ocean, not on Toonami. So again, I don't think it's a guarantee. I think the odds of Fire Force Season 3 ending up on Toonami are a bit lower than Yashahime Season 2. So again, do not be surprised if we don't ever really see Fire Force Season 3 on Toonami. And then Lupin the Third's kind of been a surprising little pleasant surprise for Toonami here. .09, it was getting worse than that with Part 5 of the show. Part 6, admittedly in a much better slot than Part 5 was thrown in, actually seeming to do a good job at holding its own weight right now, which again, very pleasant to see. And then you have One Piece probably putting up the best numbers it's had on Toonami at a .09 and a .08. So again, remains to see if that remains. But One Piece has been like slowly climbing up the block as well, so that might have a role in it. But again, if One Piece, a show that will be here until the heat death of the universe, probably can actually get reasonable ratings, that's very promising for Toonami. And you have Shippuden at that .07. We're definitely going to see that until late 2024, so that's not going anywhere. And then you have reruns after that. You can't put much weight in rerun ratings. But ultimately, yeah, a decent week for Toonami, and one I really didn't expect, and I know a lot of people really didn't expect to see. So, what do you guys think? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.